Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a paper rose using coffee filters. What you're going to need is, this one is painted with acrylic, and this one I used cake frosting, cake coloring on this one, red. And you need some glue. You need half of a skewer, and make sure you cut it in a point. And I used this heart that I got off of a sign. And you'll just need to get you a throwaway pan and some parchment paper, because we're gonna put this in the oven on about 150 to 200 until I wanted to show you the difference in the cake coloring. And this is what I use, is this brand right here. So I want to show you the difference, how this one is really flimsy and this one's kind of not. Okay, I do have a jar of just water, but once you put, you're going to need a little water whenever you're putting this on, because this right here is very thick. So I only use one at a time because they fade, and I like mine for the color, so I can straighten it out and put it on like this. Okay, then I dip into my food coloring, and I don't want a lot of water because it makes it fade, so I just get a little bit of water and you just paint. Maybe a little more water. Now if you see that it's maybe different colors of red in there, just blend. Grab you some more food coloring. Now this is what they look like while they're wet. I'm going to pop them in the oven, and I'll be right back. It's probably going to take about 10 minutes for this to dry. Don't overcook it, because if you do, it will stick even to your parchment paper. But they're still going to feel like they're wet because they're so soft. And I'm going to show you how to do this in just 1 minute. Okay. According to how big your rose is, it's according to how many you want of these. So I'm going to take and fold it in half. And again. And again, till you have this shape. I'm going to put this under here. Until you have that shape right there. Now you can do it like this if you want to, because we're going to make a half a heart. So you pull this down to the bottom. This, you want this straight right here. It don't have to be perfect down to the bottom. And then you take your scissors and you cut that heart shape. I can do it without this, but if you probably can too. And then you want to cut it off right there. And you'll have your heart shape. But before you do anything else, you want to cut that off right there. Okay, let's open it. And then you kind of got a flower like this. So we're going to cut here to here, so that we have a half of a flower that we made. And you take your skewer, and I take my glue, just any kind of white Elmer's type glue. And so you start I like this end better, but you can see how I cut that end. So I'm going to take it and kind of smear some glue on it. And I start rolling. I'm rolling until I get over here to the other side. And that right there is what you have. You squeeze this right here to let that glue get in there. Now I still see that point in there, so what I'm going to do is take this one and make it tighter. Doesn't matter where you start, just wherever you think that it's going to look the best. Now remember, we're going to do this tight because that bud in the center is really tight in there. And try to keep it in line. Oh, this one looks much better. See how that one, and I like this. This would make a good, you know, bud. This one would make a good bud. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing with another one. You're going to fold it in half, and then fold that in half, then this in half, till you have your triangle. And then you're going to take this and make your heart. Now as they start getting bigger, you're going to move this up, or this is what I do. I take it and I cut it like that, where you got a half heart. And you open all this up. And I forgot to cut the center. So we have it done. We got this kind of flower. And remember, we're going to cut it right down the middle. And we're going to put our glue just like this. Kind of start where we were. Stay on the same level. Don't keep going down because you'll have short roses. Kind of roll it. Don't get it real tight, but you want it to where it looks like a rose. And you don't have to start at the same place, just as long as your buds are not all in the same group. You want them kind of zigzag. And you just roll it. Okay, you take green. You can use green food coloring, but I had already done this. And I'm going to fold it. Now I know the back is different, but it makes it, to me, look more realistic. And you're going to fold it this way. Now I'm not going to fold it twice because I want the stems a little come out to a point, and you can always take them and scrunch it up like that. Really make it pointy. But anyway, I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to go one off into a point. And as you can see, that's what I have. Cut that in half. And I usually don't glue these on until I let this set up and dry, but I'm going to do it to show y'all how to do it. And you just put it on like this. You want about 3, 4, somewhere along in there of these. And then you just put it right over here. If you think it's going to fall off, put you some more glue on it. But I wouldn't after I got these all pushed down where I want it, and then you could glue it. And I'm going to take this undone now that some people say I ruined it. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut this one in a 1/4. Just over the side. And you've already got your point down there. You just kind of want to make this big into a point. And the big end is what you're going to glue the stem at the bottom. I'm going to put another one right there. You want them kind of a little bit bigger on the bottom. I use these mostly for picks. In other words, using about that much of it when I get through. But if you want to, you can take some floral tape and tape it on up here, right on up here, and then wind it around here if you're going to use it. And you can make you some leaves that'll stick up. Just kind of like a rose leaf, and I just, you know how they do, they're not all good, the same shape. And there's your leaf. I have done this and put some thin wire in it so I can move it. And then you just kind of want to crunch it up a little bit to make it look more realistic as a leaf. And you just put it right there, you glue it, and then you come in with your tape, or you can use some of this and wrap it around there. But as you see, I don't have this dried, and I'll just set it right here. You do want to set it up like this. I just have this handy. Just something that you can set it up straight, styrofoam, whatever, to dry. Because if you lay it on its side, it's going to dry, you know, squanched up like this. So I'll let gravity take its down. Now here are some I've already made, and as you can see, I put these on there. And then this one I kind of faded it out. Now remember, the more you put on the end of this, you're going to be cutting it off. So I have just done it in white and took water and the color that I'm using and just let it kind of bleed. I'll spray this lightly with the water, and it will kind of blend like this was, but I make it real deep red. And you just pull these things the way you want. This one's kind of a tighter rose, so it's not wilted, but this one's kind of like wilted on the side. But here is a silk flower rose, and here is mine. See, you can hardly tell the difference. As a matter of fact, mine's a little more full. Well, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you've seen what you like, please hit like, and also subscribe to my channel, CC's Crafty Life. Thank you for watching.